This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show. Crypto and crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas crypto and crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making crypto and crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I
Wall Street! Wall Street Pete, crypto in crypto. I have a great show for you today. Pretty excited for this live, to be honest. We have cheap prices. We have pullbacks. 2 weeks, right? I feel like I've been harping on this forever. I even have a video saying I sound like a fucking robot talking about 25K. Yes, this is the channel, Real as Steel, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, you hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for joining the live, Mr. Gary. Nice to have you here every day talking about it, right? Crypto live, if possible. Would come live for you, if possible. That was a wild word. Hit the bell, hit the all notification, though. Become a subscriber today, because we're going to talk about this video real quick, if I may. Video from 3 days ago, right? Selling in the cryptocurrency market carried into the next week with Bitcoin and Ethereum under pressure. We talked about this 3 days ago, and I said, Ethereum is just sold. I wanted to let you know that this Ethereum network, they sold. Every time they sell, they seem to sell at the top of some type of quick fall. Well, this is exactly what I was just saying. Watch this from part of the video of yesterday at 4:27. 11-minute video. You could have watched the whole goddamn thing and gotten this information. A bunch of FUD I noticed selling in the cryptocurrency. What happened was the Ethereum network sold $30 million. So I don't know if anyone's been caught up with that. But they sold $30 million. It's not a lot of money. But what people have been saying is that whenever they decide to sell, there seems to be a beautiful time where we get a drastic, nasty fall. Now, if you've been watching what's going on in this pattern here, this is a descending triangle pattern in this red area. Definitely a descending triangle pattern. It is a very bearish pattern. I don't like these at all. Giving us a big remote to the downside drop when this forms. So if you see what happens, we start hitting this. It's almost like a falling wedge. It could fool you, but it becomes descending, basically staying the same height, hitting resistance over and over, and then what you're going to get is something like that. So this is what I'm concerned about. As you can see, I have it. I'm so concerned. I have it here circled twice. Pay attention to this price. So we've been talking about, we have not been doing a lot of videos. People have not understood that. Well, I'm not doing a video based off because I'm waiting for this to happen, and I want people to understand that. How many more videos can I do saying, hey, 25,000, 25,000? I sound like a robot at this point. You know, trading 30,000 almost, and here 28,000 almost up and down. It was the back and forth. You could have gotten the video 3 days ago, right? We would have told you that that was happening. So getting into the crypto news as we do every day, we talk about the crypto news, then we talk a little bit about some technical analysis. Your altcoin, and I have a couple altcoins today. We have Turbo that was on board. Somebody wanted to talk about Mung. And we had, I think, Pepe. So I actually have that written down here. We're going to talk about those assets. If you're interested, talk about the Bitcoin pullback. Do Kwon set to be released after Montenegro court accepts $436,000 bail. Must be nice to have money, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want. Real nice if you have kids in the area. I'm sorry, this is not one of the kid-friendly crypto channels. We're just Real as Steel. Bitcoin falls. I found this article to be incredible because I did this 2 weeks ago, and it's like they're watching the show. Bitcoin is trading 26,300. It's the lowest level since March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. It's exactly what I said on the video. Likely to fall, right? That's not till 25K. It's very interesting, all the shit they say here. Then the news background, crypto assets could become a hedge. And please hit the like and subscribe if you've yet to. Against inflation, according to rating agency S&P Global. However, the history of the crypto market needs to be longer to prove this hypothesis. So we're going to go over, almost done with the crypto news. Meme coins are like the Powerball for crypto fans. I kind of agree and disagree, of course, back and forth, pros and cons to what it is. But if you can see the charts and you can understand the community, you know that there are pullbacks, you know that there are corrections, and this is going to happen. So last piece of article here before we get into the technical analysis, if you're excited for that part. Matic Polygon traders could stay worried as Polygon's NFT space celebrates this. It is Friday. Happy Friday to you. It is May 12th, 8:40 Eastern Time. Polygon's number of NFT buyers and sellers increased by double digits last month. Matic's metrics looked bearish, suggesting a further decline in token price. But these are one of the assets I'm buying. Polygon is definitely one of them. Witnesses a surge in the number of NFT buyers. Don't know if you know, but every time the NFTs decide to skyrocket, for whatever reason, the price then does occur in a nice rally afterwards. So pay attention to that. Thanks to multiple popular NFT collections migrating to the blockchain, Crypto Slam data revealed that the number of Polygon NFT buyers increased by more than 27% in the last 30 days. Additionally, the number of NFT sellers also registered an uptick last month, but it seems like we're going to be okay. So sellers versus buyers, you have a total of about 11,000, and you have, I would say that's about what? 88%. So we're looking pretty strong on the buy side. They're taking over that. So let's get into this talk. A few things, right? This is one of the places where Wall Street Pete is from. I actually work here. These guys are screaming and yelling. This is probably a lunchtime. And I said only NYMEX traders would understand what's happening here. So there's visitors. Sometimes the president would come, ring the bell, right? Athlete, somebody special, an actor. We usually have a good time here on Wall Street in Manhattan. A visitor, a poor schmuck, walking around most likely, had spurs made out of paper. And now they have spurs. They're walking around in beautiful shoes, spurs, and these guys are making fun of them. During a lunchtime when it's very slow. Some people are still trading. You'll hear them. They're still trying to work while everyone's fooling around. See all the paper on the floor? That's all the receipts and all just garbage. People that come up with a broom and sweep it all up like we're animals. But it was definitely a lunchtime or something like that. But this is some of the things I want to go over. It's really important. It's really important to me, I think, right? 2 weeks ago, we talked about all of this, 25,000. I'm trying to explain to you, prepare for you. This is what we do for the channel. None of it's financial advice, but this is what we do for the channel. We prepare you. A gentleman who used to work on Wall Street, work with some crazy-ass people and some really smart traders. 1.1 trillion market cap. So, Pepe, let's get into it. All right. I was doing some daytime trading here. As you can see, I have this pattern, and we talked about it before. Oscillator here, big oscillator on steroids. We have our RSI on the bottom. Fibonacci here, looking strong. We got the head, we got the left shoulder, we got the right shoulder. This is part of the best part of the video. Going on almost 9 minutes. We're going to make this a 15-minute video max. Hopefully we can go shorter and get out. So this is what I was showing here. I was looking at like the hourly, and on the hourly, when it was happening, I was setting up this trade symmetrical pattern. I found out that we were going to either break to the upside or break out. I was looking for support here. As you can see, we did not get support. The slope was to the downside, which is the trend is your friend. My friend was to the downside, guys. Then we paid attention. We got a double top formation on my oscillator. I got a little excited. I was wondering if we were going to get a pump. I realized, nope, right shoulder is forming. We're heading down. Looking for an inverted head, guys. We're still looking to come down. One more tick. Fibonacci would take me down to about right here. Add another zero. I realized my last video I said, I realized add another zero. How about, I said erase. I meant to say add another zero. Exactly. It seems a lot easier than it is to say. We circled here in the last video. We were not at this price range for Pepe. So if anyone's happy to do this TA on Pepe, I do believe that the 61.8 was a decent try, but I knew that the right shoulder was forming here. Why I said this is where we'll look to buy, with the zero being obviously added. Nobody wants to add unless you're shorting. We want to erase zeros. We want to get this to 1 to 2 cent to get to as many chances, which is hard, right? And people say Powerball. I think not. There's a lot better chance to really hit this than a Powerball, because what happens is I see the inverted head coming, where it would go. It could reform back to about here. So if anyone's looking at this price, this is Wall Street Pete's price. I believe the head would take us somewhere to about right there. So 8.3. So if you're looking to add a zero, go right there. No, we did not do Jasmy. We can do it. Nobody asked for it. You were actually the person, Gary, who asked for Pepe. So we were doing your Pepe. So I can't just do all of yours today as I would love to, right? It's a very great asset to talk about. I love Jasmy. Jasmy went all the way to the 7 and then came back down to this 4 range, and it's pretty volatile if you ask me. So talking about the Bitcoin price, getting back to the chart, the video we watched, and how, like I said, how many times can I talk about this descending pattern forming? Well, as many times, I guess, as I can, sounding like a robot. This is what we're looking to do here. We'll come back up, test possibly back to 27,100. You'll see a nice quick rally, get a little bit of the inverted possible, but I think we're going to get another dead cat bounce, and then finally, like you said, we'll finally hit this, and this is where I'll be buying. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. What year are we in? We're in 2023. Okay, so what pattern are we paying attention to? We're paying attention to the ascending channel that we've been forming since the beginning of 2023. So I'm not doing anything complex. Yes, TA is complex, but I'm not doing anything beyond that. So pay attention. We are now bearish coming in. I believe we're going to another tick to the downside here as the oscillator for Bitcoin in the 4-hourly is going to come back up, test. Well, that's where the 27,100 comes. Tommy, what's up, brother? Glad to see you in the live. As you can see, we got room for a little bit of a rally. That's where I think the 27,300 tests for resistance now. Now we're not using it as support no more. We're flipping support into resistance, which is what? It's a bearish trend. So that's what we're paying close attention to. We'll get back to the 107, 101 trillion market cap. It'll scare a lot of people. It is what it is. You, Tommy, Gary, all want to talk about Jasmy. That it will be the final one we talk about. But just want people to know, not financial advice, but Pepe. I'll be looking to buy back at this price significantly if I can. Dollar cost averaging. Do not put your whole savings in at this price and say Wall Street Pete said this was a great buy. You will most likely see another down test to scare you. I will be buying at the 69 if it touches, and then at that point in time, I will not be buying anything else. I'll be waiting for that price to stop going down if it does, because that'll be a problem. So please hit the like and subscribe if you're watching. We're going over things that not many people will go over. What I've got to talk about this morning, Pepe's done. There is a Mung. We had somebody ask about Mung. I think it's important to get into, but the problem is I don't have a long span of history on this chart, so it's hard to talk about something I don't have a lot of history about. But if I am paying attention, this is a shit coin. This is definitely something you got to be careful about. I don't know the utility behind it, so don't let me bash it and talk too much about it and be wrong. So we did not do our homework. This is just a quick, hey, what is happening? Well, if I'm following the 15-minute, which is hard to follow by, you can see the consolidation on here. Pretty clear, right? We're going to get some indicators if we may. Wow, they've really, I'm getting really sick and tired of TradingView. Every effing time, TradingView has to do a different update and screw with my stuff here. It's so annoying. If you don't pay attention to it long enough, they're going to change it on you, and they're really going to F with it. All right, so we don't get that on here. Oh, we did get it. Nice. All right, so what's happening here on Mong? And if anyone's interested, M-O-N-G, this is for the MEX. It's on the MEX platform. What's happening is we're getting tight action. We are testing the EMA ribbon, the ribbon here, but you do see here we're getting a double top, so I'm not confident we're at the bottom yet. This price level, the 72, how many zeros is it? I mean, really, it's a lot of zeros. We're going to keep testing this, but it's getting tight, so I do believe we're going to get a breakdown to the downside still even more. So pay close attention to that. Don't have history of how low we've gone before. Like I said, this is a problem. But if you see on the oscillator, on the RSI, we are getting to low forms here, but I'm still not buying. We're actually pretty high here. I'm lying. We're low here. We could have got some, but look where it went. It did not go pretty high. It actually formed a double top, which is bearish formation. So real quick, just trying to do some TA for my followers. A promise that I would. In one of the videos, I said, hey, your asset, we'll go over it. Well, it's quickly going over. And as you can see, I'm very, very very, very bearish on there. I don't like it. We're at the midway form. How much could I go up more when I'm forming a double top? So I'm looking for that down spin. I don't know where. Like I said, I don't have enough history, but I see the neck. I see the Bollinger Bands. They're getting super tight on the outside. A breakout's coming. I'm telling you, most likely to the downside. So with that being said, buy the dip, dollar cost average. I can't tell you where it's going. You don't have a lot of history. Same thing with Turbo. It seems like a lot of people are interested in this. What you can see here from Turbo is it went down, dead cat bounces, and what's happening, and somebody asked for Turbo. It was No Daddy. Thank you, No Daddy. Glad you're grateful for it, because it was terrible TA as far as price ranges, because I don't have the history. I'm sorry. If I had history on it, I could tell you, hey, look at this. And this is Turbo, for example. Well, pay attention, because you got the 0.00 3 zeros to the 2.7, and that's what I'm going to pay attention to on the dollar cost average back. How do I know that can occur? That'll be right when, and I think this is possibly happening too, because you can see the neckline coming in. It's going to get resistance right at the 85. So you'll see resistance at the 85 for this Turbo, possibly retest if it does not finish an hourly candle, 4-hourly candle above that price. As you can see, this is a major, major support level flipping into resistance, which I think is going to happen. Turbo giving you dead cat bounces with an opportunity to buy the history that we have here from May 4th, which is not even a long time ago. So you have to understand, this is tough to give TA on something we don't have a big history on. So a lot of people want to know and hear about assets that are fairly new. I get it. You want to get into the next big thing before it blows up. But please, guys, do not forget about the big guys. Do not forget about the blue collar, Ethereum, Polygon, even maybe Solana at this point, guys. It's scary. Cardano. These are the things we want to pay attention to. Ethereum forming that head and shoulders pattern, right? Just like we talked about. This is exactly prime example for a 4-hourly. I'll show you here what I see, and this is beautiful. I'm going to erase all this. I really want to show you this. This is Ethereum. We're going to end the channel and do Jasmy after this, and we're out of here like Vladimir, and I'm not talking about Putin. But look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. This is forming rather nicely. Now, we have a lot into it, but if you pay attention to the big grand scheme of things here, this is rather what I'm looking for. Now, Ethereum, what is the trend? Well, look at the dotted line. The trend is to the downside. It's been doing that, guys, since this. We already know. As you can see coming down on my oscillator, as you can see RSI levels getting low. We're looking to buy. Last time we got the oscillators this slow. Let's get to the daily. Let's see what we're looking at. Break it down like Bobby Brown, right? New York town. There it is, right there. Beautiful head and shoulders pattern. Looking great. What's up, Chief? Looking at Ethereum right now. Then we're going to do Jasmy. We're out of here. But I did break down a couple altcoins people were asking about. As you can see here, currently right now, what are we getting? Well, we want to get the inverted head and shoulders pattern. What is that? Well, guys, look at this. It's a perfect example. I wanted to show you the perfect example as I head up. Here it is, left shoulder. Head comes down. What happens? We get the right shoulder here on the 4-hourly, and then we get liftoff on the right shoulder. That's what I'm looking for. I hope I didn't, your sister's ass. All right, so let's do it again. You can see the trend is up, right? This is an upward inverted head and shoulders. Most likely we have it somewhere here too, but I see it here on this pattern. It's clear as day. This is what we want to see again on Ethereum. This is what we're looking for. We've pretty much finished the pattern. So we're looking for that repeat somewhere. Now, it's not going to be this way, but this is what we're looking for. So if we get it into that sort of fashion, you could be already developing. You could be getting it right here. The left shoulder comes down to about 1683. So don't believe me, as I used to sing. Don't believe me, just watch. Bum, 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 bum. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Hit that like, baby. Hit the subscribe. Bringing you Bruno Mars impersonation. Just a joke, guys. Hoping to blow your ears. But should be a good mic. My throat's feeling better, as you can see. Did that on the first try. That sounded crazy, I bet. I can't wait to on the replay. But let's get to Jasmy now. We're going to end the show. 20-minute video. Pretty long video, but it was worth every minute of the watch. So please make sure you share with a friend. Let them know. It's not financial advice. It's just a gentleman twice as nice. And we're going to have to repeat and redo all of it. I don't even want to look at this previous mess. Let's... Even this right here, you can see, look what happened, guys. What do I preach? Preach this all the time. And as you can see, the Bollinger Band's getting super tight on Jasmy. What's happening? Well, we're getting a breakout, right? Bollinger Band's getting super tight. Get rid of the indicator. You'll see what I'm showing. I preach, teach this shit all the time. Everybody knows this. How beautiful is it? Well, it's pretty beautiful if you know what you're seeing. Well, I could tell here, looking at the 4-hourly, formed this double top M pattern. What's happening? Well, we're continuing to get something similar to that fashion. This is a resistance band. 76, ladies and gentlemen, is now considered for Jasmy a major resistance part of the chart. I'm trying to rhyme, like Dr. Seuss is loose. But 76, guys, I see it clear as day. It's about what we're getting here for Jasmy. A lot of people want to talk about Jasmy. A lot of people love Jasmy. If you notice, then we're going to get to the daily. Let's see if the daily creates new higher lows. This is where we fucked up. This is where we're in trouble. All right, if you have Jasmy, if you're holding your 76 chance was looking great, I'm concerned with this. Why the daily in 11 hours in 4 minutes? Jasmy has to really pick up some steam here. I have no indicators out. I know. I have no volume. I have no nothing. But I'm a little concerned here because what I'm seeing here, and I got a buy signal here on the bottom for the daily oscillator, which is usually a beautiful pattern, but doesn't always tell me that we're at the bottom. As you can see here, this was a good buy here too. Could have bought here right at the same price, the 45, and what did we do? We went up to 76, 77. So what I'm trying to explain to you here is that we did this rather fast. We're coming up quickly, and we did not move in volume or price, which is telling me, careful, pay attention to what's happening on the chart. This is not bullish at all, so be careful. What will happen is if we're not finishing a daily thing above here for Jasmy, we're going to be pretty bearish for a little bit, and a lot of people took profits. A lot of people got out. A lot of people disbelieved in the asset for right now. So you got to watch, but this is her phone number. Her phone number is 778630. No, it's not. It's the 0.0077 price. Until we can break above that, all I see is basically a broken cup and handle that I thought would be beautiful. Cup and handle inside a cup and handle. It's very bullish. But then what happened is we got this FUD came down, already destroyed a new higher low price. We cannot establish a new higher low if we don't see a huge upsteam and say, oh, well, that was just a liquidity grab. So Jasmy is actually in a really, really dramatic, scary time right now because this is a double top formation in the long top here for the daily chart. As you can see, it grew into the shorter time frames. Now the bigger time frames, I'm getting a humongous M double top. I don't like this. If we don't hold the resistance support level at the 33, there's going to be a big problem for this, and this is going to be a fire sale. It's nuts, but usually I would say, hey, guys, excitement. Get excited, right? Get super excited, but there's nothing excited here about. I would slowly dollar cost average in, and as I repeat, I would slowly dollar cost average in as that is really not looking too good. So right now, it's a lot of FUD in the market, 25,000. And as I did say, hey, it's great when you talk about it. But, hey.
Sorry I'm late. I just don't give a fuck.
That's what Bitcoin's like, because I've been saying for 2 weeks we're coming down. Bitcoin's obviously late. It is what it is. We talk a lot of things. Want to know if anyone confirmed this for me. One of my wolves have yet to find out, but Pepe is available on the SafeMoon swap. That'd be pretty interesting news. So we come to you live every day. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to become a part of the wolves today, well, a gentleman used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange in this crazy. Look at this. This is when this was busy. You can't even find the hole. You can't even see paper on the ground. You can't even see the ground. This place was nuts, guys. I loved working here. If you want to stay with me, stick with me. The Wolf of Wall Street is a great place to really sit down, watch a good movie, and understand the crazy life I lived. Did not do some of the crazy shit he did in the movie, but we experienced some pretty close stuff to it. So Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, you hit the like and subscribe. We come to you live almost every day, breaking down this crypto crazy world, crypto news, technical analysis, and anything you may ask for. So in the chat, comment. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about a crypto asset. Is it something you think's the next big deal? I would appreciate it very much. We're here for you. You're here for us. Let's have a great day. Take care.